Good afternoon, everybody. So last week, GPM finally released their drive shafts for the Traxxas Maxx, something we've all been waiting for. I personally have already broken one of the stub axles, these guys, and Traxxas has not openly released these yet. You have to call them for it, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. I did replace it with an eRevo 1.0 stub shaft hub, but you have to modify these a little bit to fit, so that isn't optimal. So when I saw GPM came out with these, I picked up a set because, I mean, that's kind of what we all saw coming when they had this thing released with plastic drive shafts. So here's it on GPM's site. It's only 66 bucks. I paid for all of this. Shipping was like 26 bucks. That's not too bad. I also have springs, a couple other things in here. Rod ends and aluminum links for the steering, a couple other things, since I was ordering from over there anyway. So I'm going to take these out, take a look at them, and then after that I'm going to install them and we'll see how these look. So far, so good. They look just like their shaft, or their, slash drive shaft, so if they're anything like that, they'll be good. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it before, I apologize for the 3D printer noise. I'm doing some last minute stuff for Halloween. So here's a set of these. They both come in these bags. They all came in one bag as a set of 4. Comes with the fasteners you need to put them in. Looks real similar to their shaft, or their slash drive shafts. Got your internal, external, and then just like a normal CV. And I like these a little bit more than dog bones because they don't want to pop out as much. They may bind, but we'll see. I'm gonna install them and see how they look. Make sure there's no problems. Alright, middle installation, there's just 2 screws. There's one of the Traxxas type of pins. One of these guys goes through the joint on the differential, and then there is the through pin on the bottom of the upright that you can pull out. Then you can pull the upright out and pull out the axle and everything out. Here's the end of the GPM versus the stock. This whole end hub is plastic on the stock one. GPM is metal, which looks nice. And then it's a CV instead of a U-joint type, which is nice too. So this is looking very good. Alright, a couple things about installation. Very straightforward. Getting the pin in the drive cup compared to a slash and an X Max is quite a pain in the butt. I had to use a ball end Allen key, which is not great. So if you want to do that properly, you probably would have to take off the lower A-arm or the bumper or something to so you can get straight at the pin. As you can see, it's kind of recessed in there. Make sure you use blue Loctite if you're doing this, because now you have metal on metal instead of metal on plastic. The other thing is I had to take off the upper, whatever you call these, screw pin, because before I was able to just lift up the hub carrier and pull the axle out, but these are a little bit longer, so I take off the upper one to get the blue shaft on. So yeah, we'll see. Alright folks, so I got the first shaft installed. Took me about, I don't know, 5 minutes at most. Biggest pain was getting that Traxxas style diff pin in there. Otherwise, no problems. It fit on the shaft fine. Bearing and tolerance and everything looked good. No problems. Turns freely. Nice thing about these is they're a bit cheaper than what Traxxas is coming out with. Looks like that's going to be about $100, plus you'll need the 17mm metal hexes for the end. That's about another $20. These are about 66 bucks. It's like, you know, if you get it shipped, probably 80 bucks out the door, 90 bucks out the door. You can get some other stuff from RPM if that's what you're interested in. But yeah, I like the looks of these so far. This video is specifically for the Traxxas Maxx owners page on Facebook. So I'm going to have any updates after installing all of these out on here and running it. But for any of you that are holding off, looking for quality issues on the first batch of these, because these are brand new, I haven't run into any problems. Clearance and everything looks good. They seem real hefty, real high quality. So yeah, thanks for watching.